Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be taking you through a practice round of mine at Renegade's Trail for the CCR Open coming up this weekend. Excited about these new mics. Hoping that they'll pick up good sound quality for you guys, and we'll just get started right into the action. I'm out here by myself, so hopefully this goes well. I only have the tripod, so we won't be doing any extra zooming in, but hopefully it turns out pretty good for you guys. So hole 1, par 3, 322. We're playing to the short basket for CCR. And you want to throw, for me, I'm going to throw a big spike hyzer here. So give it a try. That one will probably be a little bit short, but we might have a putt, so let's walk up there. So as you guys can see, ended up probably about 45-50 short, but with a long look here, pretty good start. Getting a good 3 off this hole is good, and this is definitely a bonus 2 for the tournament. So here we go. I'm gonna try to put a good one in to start. Just off the top, easy 3 though. Like I said, this is definitely a really good get to start the event. It pushes so far left and far that if you're getting a 2 here, you're throwing a perfect hyzer shot. You really got to keep it tight there, which is the thing I got to work on this hole. So, you know, just work out the kinks come tournament time. Nevertheless, good 3 to start. I actually played River's Edge earlier today. That's the other course out here at Birchfield Park on the property, and it's looking really good, and I'm really excited for the tournament to start Friday. Walking up here at hole 2. Hole 2 is a par 4, 601 feet, playing to the long basket off the long tee pad today. So here we go. On this hole, I'm gonna change up my play from last year. Last year I threw this ESP nuke right here, trying to get a bunch of turn and big distance off the tee. This year I'm just gonna throw my Undertaker on a controlled turnover, just try to get in the middle. Hold it. Okay, that held enough to be in bounds, I think. So getting up to my drive here, pretty happy with this actually. I didn't even think that I turned it enough, but thanks to my Undertaker, it just holds that turn over. So it's good to know that even if I don't get exactly the turn that I think I want, I'm still gonna be in a good spot to throw my approach shot, which is pretty much always gonna be a zone hyzer on this hole. Looking to get a 3 on this hole. This is definitely a very 3-able hole, as long as you don't air out left off the tee. So. That should be good. I'm thinking maybe 15 short, but looking like what I wanted it to be. Yeah, this place is awesome. Birchfield Park is probably my favorite park in Michigan. Toboggan's up there, Green Lake Disc Golf Park's up there. There's a lot of pretty good courses in Michigan, but Birchfield just hits different for me. It's so pretty. The shots really suit my game, and I get to throw freely without a lot of restrictions. There's lots of fun out here. So there's where my upshot landed. Super close right there. That's just how I wanted to throw it. Discraft zones, baby. Just how you want to do it. Get an easy 3 here on hole 2 going into hole 3. Hole 3 here on Renegade's Trail is a bomb of a par 4 here. I think it's a little bit over 800, I think close to 900 feet. Should probably just check this tee sign. It says 825. I think it's probably maybe a little bit closer to 900 than that. But off the tee here, I'm trying to get 500 straight on a big distance driver shot, setting me up for Either a forehand distance driver shot most likely, or maybe a mid-range turnover into the green. Just trying to get one way out there, going with my big distance Z nuke. Come on, miss that tree. Yes. Controlled distance right out there. I think that might set up for a nice little meteor drift shot right to the bucket. That's at least what I'm hoping for here. Okay, so we got up to my drive here. Really solid positioning here. Either looking at a mid-range meteor like hyzer flip backhand, or a nuke sidearm. Whatever I do though, I don't want to go long here. I'm gonna guess it's about 350-ish. Just try to put it in the bowl. I think I'm gonna go with the nuke sidearm. Just a nice controlled shot here, don't want to go too long. Fade faster. Get right, skip a little. Okay, well, I kind of babied that a little bit short, but that'll get me a putt, and getting a 3 on this hole is really good, so not upset with that at all. It's a little bit higher than I wanted, but it is in bounds. Also short. That's the other thing with this one. Getting a 3 here is really good, but obviously the miss is short. Like any other basket in the game, you're looking to park it, but I mean, having 40-45 foot look for 3 on this hole is super good, so you just don't want to be OB anywhere on this one. It makes it a lot harder to get a 4 no matter where you go out. So 1 down through 3 on this course is a pretty good start. Looking to shoot pretty solid. I think would be like a 7 or 8. I think that puts you in contention. I know that Chandler Fry shot 10 down out here last year. Can't remember if he did it twice, but he won the tournament and shot 2 very good rounds on this course. So 10 would be a great round. I'm thinking 7 or 8 would be pretty solid. So I'm getting up to my upshots here. Meteor is the one on the right that you'll see in a sec. And the nuke's the one on the left. Landed right by this short tree, which is what I was aiming at, but I obviously want to be a little bit closer here. Some of the baskets on this course, you can see it kind of in the ground there. It's a little bit of a divot, which makes it really nice for funnel shots. You don't get big, huge skips out of bounds, because if you hit that bowl, it's really hard for the disc to skip back up and get out. Oh man, tried to correct from the putt on hole 1 and just missed low this time. And that time I missed high. Gotta find the middle, gotta find the middle. Alright, hole 4 on Renegades, par 3, 344. Going to that basket you can see down there, I think. And the 2 plays, for me at least, is either a low backhand turnover with the fairway or a distance driver forehand. Whatever you do, you got to get under the ceiling immediately and slowly move it to the right. I think I'm leaning towards the forehand here, so going with that same pink nuke from hole 3, trying to get a little hyzer flip on it. Just like that. Go. Get legs. Hey, that faded out a little bit quicker than I thought I was going to, but that's right there, probably circle 1, maybe 25 feet. I'm gonna try the backhand here with an undertaker. That's got to fight through. Oh, that kick doesn't knock it down. That got through. That's the thing with the backhand here. It's a lot harder to get it underneath the ceiling and push it up there for a look. That's why I like the forehand. I can pretty smoothly get it underneath the limbs without worry. Backhand just brings those into play and brings more of a luck factor into play, which is not what I'm trying to do on this hole. So landed just in the weeds right there. Pretty solid shot. Circle's edge. Hoping to knock it down here. This is one I should make. So This would be a good 2. 2, 3, 4 is a great start, so try to knock this one down. A little bit left there. It's been my miss lately, has been a little left side. Easy 3. Gotta start getting birdies though, can't get off to a slow start. Hole 5, par 3, 384. I'm looking to put it up over the trees on the right, swing it over them and hyzer it back down to the basket. Pretty simple shot, but it's gonna take a lot of power to get it all the way to the basket, so. A little windy today too. Could make the shot a little bit more difficult. Get left, get left, get left. Get over it. Perfect shot. Perfect shot. Push those trees. Didn't quite get over them, but I was feeling a little bit like just keep it out of the wind here, and just got right around the pine tree right after him, skipped right up to it. I think I'll be 10 feet, 15 feet, easy birdie. All right, probably my best drive on this hole ever. An easy 2. All right, hole 6 on Renegade's trail for CCR is a big par 5, 1,025 feet. Looking to get out this gap and push it really far left towards the left weed line so you have a big shot towards the green. I have eagled it once before, but a 4 on this hole is a really solid score, so just trying to get that. Get over it. Oh no. Okay, well that's going to make the 4 a lot harder, but see if we can get up and down from there. Okay, so from here I'm just trying to get a big forehand out left of the sand bunker in the middle and just try to set myself up for an upshot to the green. Yep. Couldn't have thrown that any better. That should be a fairway driver into the green from there. Yeah, we're still looking at about 415 feet left to the basket. So definitely going fairway here, going vulture. Trying to just throw it dead straight. No, maybe a little left movement at the end, but trying to capitalize on this solid second shot here. So. Stay up, stay up. That's got it. Yeah, I think that just snuck into the bowl. Should be a pretty easy 4. All right, just like I thought, a little left movement at the end. And a really solid scramble for birdie after that tee shot. 2 really good shots after that. Hole 7 here at Renegade's. Hardest par 4 on the course in my opinion. We got OB lining both sides of the fairway. Fortunately, they did some trimming, thanks to West Shinovar and the crew down here in Lansing. But yeah, just looking to, for me here, I'm thinking fairway driver with the Undertaker. It won't get to the weeds long and it'll slow drift into the middle. Getting a 4 here is a really good score. 3 here is ridiculous, so just looking to get a par. Get around it. Okay, that's still good. Yep, that faded out to a good spot. That'll be an easy 4 from there. Gonna try to throw this nuke and see if it's worth going for the 3 or not. Well, I guess that tree is a consistent spot for me. Could be worth it, but I think I'll just go fairway driver and try to get a 4 here. Alright, so from here, great shot off the tee. For me, I'm just trying to get it up to the front of the gap, maybe get a long look at a 3. But the basket's back in this little guarded cove of trees. And I'm just going to try to throw I think I'm gonna go with my big distance nuke here, even though we got a little bit of a left-to-right crosswind. And again, just trying to get a 4, maybe a long look at a 3. Kick out of that. Okay, I think that's in bounds. That's gonna have to be a pretty tight forehand through the gap into the basket though. Might be a tricky spot, we'll find out. Okay, so from where this shot landed, I'm throwing a little zone forehand up shot. Just trying to get it through one of the gaps and filter it up to the basket. Again, playing for 4 here. Trying to get the par. Sit. Okay. As long as that didn't roll away, I think that's perfect. So, pretty good scramble for a par here. So that upshot there came in a little bit hot out of my hand. Oh, I see it. It's like 10 feet. But pretty happy with it overall. I hit the gap I was going for and everything. And it came in and settled down pretty nice. Good sit, really good 4 here, just trying not to 5 it. So, did pretty good with it today. I think this is going pretty good. Hopefully future me editing this will be happy with it. We'll find out. So as you guys can see right here, right behind the basket. Easy 4, let's go. Now we get to walk down the wooded path to hole 8. It's not the shortest hole on the course, it's one of the shortest holes on the course. Not my favorite, just a couple extra scattered trees towards the basket that normally leave you with a 40-50 footer, but you know, if you hit the gaps, it's normally a pretty easy 3 and a good 2 to get. So, walking just past the long tee right now. We play the short tee to the long basket position. They used to play long to short, but they changed that up last year. Maybe the year before that, I'm not sure. And it's about 235 is what the tee sign says. Bada bing, bada boom. Marsh out of bounds. Marsh is down to the left. And this is your daunting gap to hit off the tee. And you want to have it moving left out the various gaps towards the basket. So last year on this hole, I threw a forehand turnover with a jawbreaker zone. This year though, I think I'm going to try to change it up. Gonna have to take my eyes off the gap, but I like how the backhand finishes a little bit more towards the basket. A little less room for error throwing the backhand here, I think, so. A little more room for error, I should say. Just trying to get myself a look here on this hole. Push straight, hold it. I heard it hit one of the trees, I think on the left side of the main gap that you want to go through. And that should leave me about 45-50. Gonna try the forehand turnover here, but I think I'm gonna stick with that backhand play like I was saying, so. I think that hit the same tree. Dang, this hole gets me every time. I mean, I hit the gap, the initial gap you want to hit, and both of them just moved left a hair too quick. Gonna have a circle 2 look though. So there's my first drive. It got stuck in the tree, leave me with that putt. And there's my second drive, a little bit closer. Circle 2 look, edge of circle 1 look. Try to knock it down. Dang, man, dang. At least I missed that strong side, but you gotta knock down those. Probably about a 28 footer here. Nailed that one. I don't know, either shot can work off this tee pad. I think I'm just gonna stick with the backhand though, just a simpler shape. Solid, right over the rim and in. Gotta save those strokes on putting. It's okay, awkward stance. Knock down the next circle too. Hole 9, par 4, 527. My play here, a lot of people with big arms like to go spike hyzer. I prefer the low, more direct line. I feel like it takes the road completely out of play, and I normally have a pretty solid second shot into the basket. I'm going super overstable nuke here, just trying to punch it low and get it as far left as I can. If that got skipped, that could be lined up with the gap perfectly, which is what I'm hoping for. Alright, so from here, it's either going to be a subtle turnover with the putter, or I'm thinking jawbreaker zone forehand and try to bail it out left a little bit. I mean to the right, bail it out right, because it's a one angle shot and it's a little bit simpler. So I think I'm going to go with that here. Almost got left enough to just have a straight shot, but kind of got to hyzer flip this, miss the trees on the left, and get up for a putt. Oh boy. Oh, that got through. Oh gosh, that was so lucky. All right, I'm gonna try a backhand here. Might be more of a two angle shot, but might be easier to miss the trees on the left. Oh, and I did the same thing. Well, that's why you have another putter to try a backhand with. That's turned a little much, but that should be about 20 feet. Man, that zone shot got so lucky. Alright, so hole 9, pretty good par 4 in my opinion. The first shot is a pretty demanding position shot, which is good. I really like that. But it's a very gettable 3 if you put yourself in that good spot. It's just how far can you trust yourself to push your disc right off the tee. Push it left. Gosh, I'm getting my... This is stuff I learned back in kindergarten, dang it. You want to push it far left off the tee, and then you want to put yourself straight lined up with the basket so that you have an easy approach rather than a subtle turnover, which subtle turnover or a slight forehand hyzer, which are two of the hardest shots in the game in my opinion, especially from that distance. I was probably only 170 feet away, and I have to throw that subtle shot. Like, I barely threw my Luna. It got through to about 20 feet, and my jawbreaker zone is parked. So, and then my roach from third approach shot was about 15 feet. So you just want to get yourself to a spot where you can throw an approach off this tee pad for sure. Jawbreaker zone, basket, tripod putt, nailed it. So here we are at hole 10. We're playing from the long tee to that short basket down there. One of my favorite par 3s, you basically have two options as a righty, two clear options. You can throw a forehand flex shot, or you can throw a hyzer that brings around the trees on the right side of the basket, which is what I'm gonna do this year. Last year I threw the forehand. This year I'm gonna go captain's raptor backhand around, try to skip it in. Skip it in towards the basket. Go, 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 go. Get around, skip. Okay, that was a little bit short of desirable. That's going to be a circle 2. Look, I did not throw that nearly high enough. That's got the leftness and the distance, and it's perfect. Yep. Can't get much better than that. I think I'm going to throw the orange one during tournament. Gonna try the vulture forehand here, but probably gonna go backhand. Dang, that was close to working too. That's right around where the first drive was, but here's my circle 2 chance. Try to knock it down and go 5 down through 10. So just as I suspected here, got about a 43 footer. Don't quote me on that. Left for the birdie. My second drive is under it, so there's some encouragement there. Just need to throw the one with a little bit more glide come tournament time. Get it down to the basket. Just threw this one a little too wide and not enough skip. So see if we can knock this one down. Get up. Okay, well now we're making progress. That one wasn't an air ball. Getting closer. I mean, those two were online enough to go in. 4 down through 10. It's a decent start. I'm gonna have to finish strong. Coming into the next hole is a pretty tough hole, but of course we'll start to see more par 3s and maybe get a few birdies coming down the stretch. All right, here we are at hole 11, par 4, 752 feet. First shot, you're going down this hill, trying to drift it from left to slightly right, but you're not trying to hook it way right. There's OB lining both sides as 15's fairway and 12's fairway are down there. You're just trying to get it down this gap and set yourself up for a second shot. This is definitely going to be playing as one of the harder holes on the course. I know it was one of the harder holes for me last year, so 3 here is really good. I'm throwing flippy nuke here, slight headwind, so a little bit added hyzer. And if anything, the miss is slightly right, not left. Hit something. Hit that and stop. Oh no. Well, I think that's OB. I think I just threw that with a little too much hyzer. Oh, that's so good. Hold it. Are both of those going to be OB? No, that one's really good. Caught a tree, dropped straight down. It's going to be a hard up and down from that first one, I'll tell you that. Alright, I've left myself with a pretty tricky shot here. I did go OB. Yeah, okay. I did go OB. So from here, I either have to get really low and throw a distance driver, probably because the basket is still it's still a good ways up there. The other thing I'm looking at is a forehand turnover, but I think that the backhand's going to be the easier shot here. My second drive was in a really good spot in terms of getting an easy 4. From here, this is going to be if I can save the par, this is going to be a really good par. So. Stay up, skip a little, do something good. It was a great line. It was just a little too low. That's going to be if I get that putt, it'll be a circle 2 look for sure. Try the forehand real quick. That's definitely up there. I think that one might be inside the circle, but see if we can knock down a good putt here. All right, so from here, probably about a 45 footer left to save par. The forehand got way up there, about 15 feet, but see if we can knock this down. Dang it, man. All right, well, bogeys happen. Just keep trying to overcompensate. I'm just trying to be as smooth with it, try to put it in, but every time I go to make a correction, I overcompensate from the last putt. So, all right, so here we are on hole 12, par 3. I go drone backhand here, low. You're just trying to put it through the big gap, and right after that big gap, you want it moving left. So, trying to bounce back from that 5. It is hot out here, man. Hot and humid. I like that we're finally getting rain here in Michigan, though it's been so dry. Good stability. Little deep. Yeah, that's circle's edge. The other thing you can do is you can try to move it a little left early through a closer gap, but yeah, I didn't hit it, so. Oh, I got through and I hit the rocks, so. That second one's probably parked, but I do have a putt from the first one, which is what I'm going for here, so. All right, so my drive landed right about 40 feet, and giving myself looks. Gotta capitalize on these, come on. Knock one down, let's go. Yet again, close. That one was right on line. Easy 3, but I really should be 2ing this hole. Okay, hole 13 on Renegades, par 4, about 517 feet. On this hole, I like to go distance driver, bailout forehand to the right, which sets me up for a nice putter tunnel shot up towards the basket. So, critical thing here is just to get this tee shot moving right immediately. Like that. I love that. That shot felt good and looked good, so loving that. A little bit short of what I wanted here, but a shot up the gap nonetheless. I'm gonna go Luna here, throwing it with slight hyzer. Just try to get it right up there for a putt. Basket's a little bit further through the gap than I think, so I do have some room to work with. Okay, that came out just a little bit left. Should be an easy 4, but not what I was going for. That's where I needed to throw the Luna to work. Those two ended up probably touching. Those were both very similar shots. Looking to push it a little straighter come tournament time. Not a bad spot off the tee. I would like to be maybe 15 feet further and a little bit more left for a full run up. Good, cool. All right, nothing like a good old roach forehand scramble shot. Interesting place to be for sure. Would have liked to have thrown that up shot better. Take advantage of some shots. Not my best round today, but it's okay. We're getting the game plan locked down and I'm feeling pretty good. I love this place, like I said, so I'm not too worried about it. Don't know if I'm out of frame or not, but I'm about 10 feet most. Good scramble for 4 from where I was, so. Hole 14, Renegade's Trail, 363 par 3, 363 feet. So you have a few options. You can go mid-range turnover, fairway turnover, or a big forehand. With the slight headwind that we have today, I think I'm gonna go with my fairway driver. I'm gonna go Undertaker on a slow turn. A little bit of a hyzer release here. Make sure I get the distance, maybe get a look. Oh, good turn, good disc. That looked great. I'm really loving that shot. That got that late flip and turn right to it. Try the big forehand, but I probably won't do this. Unless I throw it like that. Holy, that was really good. I still like that Undertaker backhand though. Just as I thought, driving it up really good. With an easy 2 on 14, which was one of my struggle holes last year, so that's a good sign. Hole 15, par 3, 373. For me, this is kind of a tweener distance. It's slightly downhill, but it is definitely a tweener distance for me between a vulture and a buzz. I'm going to throw both of these and see which one I like better. I think I'm going to go vulture first. Try to keep it a little bit lower and away from the OB. The OB is surrounding the basket, and there's a couple bunkers on either side that your disc could go into. So just trying to get this close. I threw that too low. Much too low. That's not good. Alright, now we're going to try the buzz. I like this because it forces me to throw it hard enough. So needs to hold it more. Okay, I think that's safe. All right, everybody, so I got up to my drive here, definitely lower than I wanted. Thinking just a soft zone hyzer here. All right, left it a little short, but not a bad upshot. About 20 feet left for the par. Sneak it in there, baby, get in there. That's a good putt. Hole 16, we got a nice little par 3, about 280, 290. Pretty much dead straight. I'm going Luna. Just trying to put a backhand putter up towards the basket. Good 2 to get here. Get down, get down, get down. Sit. Oh boy. Okay, that's about 25 feet. A little bit deep left, but that's okay. That'll give me a putt for the 2. That's a good 2. Moving on to 17. So as you guys can see here, 17 is an island hole. From the long tee you can't see it. We're standing on the short tee. Long tee is just back there. Little forehand hyzer for me. And I'm going to show you guys what I see from my angle, and we'll see where it lands when we get up there. This is what I see from the long tee here. For me, I'm just throwing a standstill forehand with a zone. Just try to put it in the island. Nothing crazy here. Aiming for the left edge, swing it back towards the basket. We'll find out, hoping it stayed in. Alright, little elevated basket, but my zone ended up right here. I think it probably bounced off the rocks into the wall. Kind of came back here, which is nice. Solid 2, put me at 6 down. Might still hit 7 with 1 hole left to play. And almost die on the rocks. Really cool green though. Just a nice little fun hole. Made it to the last hole around, hole 18. You basically got 2 plays on this hole. You can go up and over on a big anhyzer, which is what I used to do. But I think I'm going to try to go for the low gap this year and just try to pure it down there, push the right edge, and go out towards the basket, which is on a really cool elevated green. So going to vulture first. I'm going to try both of them though. 371 is what the distance is. Stay up, stay up. Could be a long look. Really pushed the right edge, but I don't know if I got all the way to the basket or not. Gonna try the Undertaker on the big ante though. Hold the turn. Well, nobody screamed, so that's a plus. Maybe down by the basket, maybe not. I'm thinking it might have panned out a little soon. We'll find out though. Alright, I threw the drive a little too right, came in right here. I like that low shot, I just need to get it about 10 feet left and a little bit higher maybe. But nonetheless, I got one more chance to make a big putt here on probably the coolest finishing green, coolest green period in Michigan right here. Got the fountain behind the basket, which is not OB. Just try to put this right in. Oh, well, I laid it up. So finish with a pretty solid 6 down. I'd like to get a few more in the tournament, but I definitely think I can, especially after that solid front half. Just need to bring it all together come tournament time. And this shot is definitely in my wheelhouse, and with that low line being more open now, again, thanks to Wes Shinabar and the tournament crew, I should be able to get a 2 on this hole. So try to get a couple more birdies come tournament time and make the corrections where needed. So, what a beautiful green. So sick. What a course. I love this place so much. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching the practice round. If you like the video, like it. If you love it, subscribe for some more awesome disc golf content. And until next time, have fun discing. Peace out.